And we're live. So this is my 2016 FZ09. Wanted to record a Matt Farah style one take. Wanted to do a city and then like a windy road video. So this is the city portion. Like I said, my 2016 FZ09. Running Michelin PS2s right now, or the Pilot Road 2s. Sorry, it's not a car. I have the full titanium with the carbon can Graves exhaust. Got a flash tune on it for a Canon filter and this exhaust. That's about it. Tail tidy, all the normal stuff. Blacked out the little fucking, whatever these are, little missile pods. So yeah, love this bike. I've had it for about 11 months, put almost 10,000 miles on it. We're at 11,000 at the moment. Sounds good. Make sure my phone doesn't fall out. So like I said, I wanted to do a city version and then a windy road fun version. This bike is so I think multi-charactered that you have to think of both aspects of it, you know. I think as far as a city bike, I don't know how you can get better than this. It's got all the power you would want. Here's a coworker. What's going on? Gotta say hi to the coworkers. Got all the power you want. I mean, for the street, this is way too much. Way too much. Let me go right here. See if we can beat these guys. Nope, couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. So, on the street, great comfort. I'm 6 foot. I can't do the R6 CBR 600s. Love those bikes, but I just can't. My body, I'm too not limber enough. Out of my own fault, I'm lazy and don't stretch. But I just don't think you can find a more comfortable street bike than this. To me, it feels like a dirt bike with like a racing engine, like a R6 engine. Got tons of torque. The transmission is super easy to use, a little clunky. If you ride other bikes, like rode my friend's GSXS 1000, the transmission just felt a little bit smoother than this. This does feel a little clunky. But he did not have torque on his bike, and this is one of the best things about this bike is the amount of torque. Make a right here and let it go. Already doing over the speed limit, and I'm not even going anywhere near red line. Super easy to ride. Loves to shift gears without the clutch. Close the visor so I get less noise. But yeah, I mean, on the street, I really don't know of a better bike. I could ride this thing for hours, not have any kind of ache. The seat is a little uncomfortable down in the groin area. After a while, your butt does start to go numb. But I mean, at the end of the day, besides like a Goldwing, what kind of motorcycle seat isn't gonna suck after a few hours, you know? But just my thoughts. Of course, there's plenty of aftermarket seats out there, all incredibly expensive and things I won't be buying. But more on the bike on the street. We're at a stoplight right now. The brakes are I think they're okay. I mean, if this is your only bike, I think you'll think they're great. But if you ride other bikes, you might think they feel a little meh. I mean, they'll slow you down, but they're nothing to write home about. I've changed the brakes out to the like update that everyone does. I think the two-wheel obsession guy shows a video on how to do that on an FZ09, but I did that. Brake pads are worn down. There's a cop. Hello, play it cool. We're good to go. Going 37. But yeah, the brakes are good. The steering, the bike feels so light. It really does. I think it feels like a dirt bike. Granted, I have very little dirt bike experience, so probably not the best thing to compare it to, but very compact, very little. I think if you're a bigger guy, like, you know, you got a little fucking little meat to your bones or whatever, I think you might find this bike a little uncomfortable. And out of the nervousness of doing the video, I forgot to do my chin strap. A classic move. Got the thick winter gloves, so you know I can't do it. I think this is another coworker in front of me. Finchy coworkers everywhere. Why is this guy in the Honda driving like a fucking tool bag? My question. I get the worst road rage known to humanity, but that is just me. More on the bike. Love the bike, super fast, super comfy, got tons of power, got that 3-cylinder fucking CP3, whatever that means, cross-plane 3, just a little line of them, just making tons of power, tons of torque. Just a good bike, man. I've had zero issues with it. I'm trying to think. The only issue I've had is this, the nut on top of the triple clamp tree, the little triple tree thingamajig. That came off. Not quite sure what the deal with that. I'm gonna make a left here. We're good to go. Got a little close with the truck behind, but we are good. Just a coworker, so coworker would have killed me. That would not have been fun. But on the street, so wish it had cruise control, throttle by wire, so it could, but of course I'm not gonna put it on. If this thing had cruise control, I would ride it like a Tesla. Super dangerous. Shouldn't be saying that, but like, I don't think I would use my hands in the streets, you know. The only reason I need to now is to go. But a great bike in the city. I'm running a full exhaust. It's not too quiet, you know. People won't hate you. Your neighbors won't yell at you. You can do the M4s. It's a little bit louder than this, but again, I don't think it's anything that's will cause any kind of disturbance in your little neighborhood and whatnot. But yeah, great bike. Just cruising the street, going to work, commuting. You know, it could be chill. It doesn't need to hoon around and pop wheelies and just pop some more wheelies. But that's another thing is I've gone really comfortable on the back roads on this thing. It's just wheelies are just, man, when you don't have like a lot of wheelie experience, they're scary things, you know. It feels like it feels like a horse is about to brunk you off. I don't think that's a word. Knock you off. Horse is going to knock you off. What's that word? Buck you off. They're gonna buck you off. Yeah, that's it. So here we are in downtown little Benville. Fun fact, Walmart started here, a little 5 and dime down there. So that business started. Y'all should see our home offices. Probably the most horrendous home office you have ever seen. Like, wow. How could you be one of the largest companies in the world and have the most trash ass home office you have ever seen? But anyway, they're getting a new one. I'm sure that only select few people will go there and everyone else will be stuck in the windowless home office. But anyway, who is behind me? Beachy bicycles. Is it bike cop? Fuck out of here, bike cop. Is it? Can't see anything now, going too slow. Street portion is too slow. To remember that. I'm pretty sure it's a bike cop behind me. Bitch ass bike cop. Fucking how low on the totem pole do you have to be a bike cop? Like, do you have to choose that? You have to say, you know what? I want the bicycle. Give me the bicycle. If he were to run up on me right now, I wouldn't even fathom stopping. But yeah, this doesn't even turn about the bike. Here's a little skating ring. There's a FZ1, some kind of Yamaha, a Camaro. Noise, yeah. Flannel, yeah. Got a stop sign. Make sure to see if it was a cop. Oh, he's too far back now. All right, so this should conclude the street portion of the show. You know, fantastic bike. The throttle, again, everyone always bitches and moans about the throttle being too touchy this, touchy that. Yes, it's touchy, but if you ride the bike, you'll get used to it, you know? I mean, do I wish it was smoother? Absolutely. Was that a start line? I should have just taken off down that start line. But, yeah, the throttle was fine. I mean, it's like, on, off. Okay, so it really is terrible. But you'll get used to it, you know. You can do the different modes, but mine's been tuned to start in A mode, and honestly, it's just what I'm more used to now. You know, start whatever mode you want, do whatever you want with your life. But yeah, no, I love this bike. I don't see myself ever getting rid of it, you know. This is I think it's very unique. I think it has its own character, so I think it could stay with me forever, you know. We're gonna go past this guy real quick before that car shows up. Scooby-Doo, whoop. So yeah, I guess we should move on to the fun road You know, that's where this bike I think really comes alive. I think on the street, maybe a MT07, XSR 700, TTR 1048. You know, those two 700s, I think in the streety, that's a combination of street and city. In the city, I think those bikes would be badass. I've always wanted to ride an FZ07. I love those bikes. I think they look real good, especially in XSR form. Ooh, they look good as shit. But yeah, I think the XSR 900 doesn't look as good as the FZ07. I think that's the trade-off. MT07, MT09. Ah! But yeah, let's do the fun part, huh? But there's actually a lot of trails around here, so I'm gonna wait a second, you know, start the video over. It's Crystal Bridges right over there, Benville. Whoop, whoop. But yeah, maybe I'll try a weak ass wheelie real quick. All right, everyone, don't judge me. This is gonna take all credibility out of this video right out when I do this lame ass wheelie, and people are like, "Oh, what a bitch! Can't even wheelie. He can't even wheelie." I can't. Okay, I'm sorry. That wasn't it. I was just accelerating.